So today we're having a closer look at the California market, which is our largest economy in the United States. It's also where we produce most of our produce, including strawberries, where about 90% of our US production comes from. In the last few weeks we've had some heavy rainstorms which have decimated a lot of crops. In fact, the cherry harvest was decimated about 3 weeks ago. We reported on that in FreightWaves. We lost about 3 million cases in one rainstorm, which is about 1,500 truckloads. But since then we've had a return to more normal summer-like weather. Even though we've got some wildfires on the weekend, farmers are being able to produce more volumes. And what we can see here on the chart is in the background chart here, you can see the outbound tender volume out of the San Francisco market has increased about 36% in the last couple of weeks.
Boy, did it bottom out there on the 28th of May.
Right, and volumes kind of ebb and flow out of this market as farmers go through their different harvest cycles. But this is fairly normal. What happened though was outbound tender rejections in the refrigerated space quadrupled over that period of time, so refrigerated capacity tightened up. Nothing unusual for this time of the year, but on the rate side...
Is this good news for shippers or carriers right now, Dean?
This is good news for shippers because finally the weather has cleared up so they can actually start to get in and harvest their crops. So that's the really good news. On the rate side though, we're starting to see an increase. So over here, this is the blue line is the refrigerated tender reject out of the San Francisco market. You can see over here, Chad, that it took a big jump here. It quadrupled. From last Saturday morning, the rate of tender rejections jumped up by a factor of 4.
Interesting.
What's happened at the same time though is that the full load truck rate from the Salinas Valley to Hunts Point in New York has increased about 5.5% to $7,700 per full load. That's about $2.56 per mile. What's important to remember is this isn't unusual. This time of the year full truckload rates jump up about 20%. They will top out at about $10,000 a full load, which is about $3 per mile. And again, that will happen in a very short period of time. So for shippers and carriers, right now it's very important to watch this market because things change rapidly.
So it's a seasonality thing, but capacity is tightening.
Capacity will tighten, correct.